What's going on, guys? I just thought I'd make a quick video to revise some things from my patch update video. Well, not necessarily revise, but there was a big thing that changed with patch 1.0.3 that I forgot to mention. And I'm just going to do this over some leveling. I'm trying to get my Demon Hunter up to level 60 so I can start doing some build videos with you guys. But there were, and I'll probably die because it usually lags pretty hard when I record and play at the same time, because this isn't a gaming computer or anything, this is just a laptop. And that'll happen. But the big thing that I forgot to talk about in that video was repair costs. Now they made the repair cost from level 53 items to level 63 items. I think the patch notes said 6 times as high, and that is a lot. And I know a lot of people have noticed. I don't know how much it's affected everyone, because really the significant repair costs come in when you die repeatedly, and when you die repeatedly, you know, you lose a lot of durability, and you gotta repair more often. And those repair costs, I mean, on my wizard, to go from fully broken to fully repaired, it takes about 30,000 gold. On this guy, fully broken to fully repaired, it'll take me about 10,000 gold. But the items I have on this guy are really not that great. This guy's not geared at all, mainly because I have not bought anything on the auction house or anything like that. I haven't transferred any gear from other characters or anything like that. I've just straight been playing through, because I really don't see the point in spending gold on items that once I hit level 60 I'm not going to use anymore. And I've already got tons of stuff that I am trying to sell in the auction house, but since you can only have 10 in there at a time, it gets hard to get rid of all that stuff, especially since I'm not going to price it at, you know, ridiculously under market value just to try to get rid of it fast. I'm going to price it at what it usually goes for, but if it doesn't, you know, if nobody needs that day, then, well, it's not getting sold. But the repair costs, I play risky. I mean, as you can tell from me just doing this, I don't play it safe at all. I like to roll around. Oftentimes I'll be playing in areas that I probably shouldn't even be in, because my character's not high enough level or whatever yet to be in those areas, and I'm gonna go there anyways, because I don't like to replay stuff, because it just gets boring and I just want to adventure around and do my thing. And those repair costs hurt me a lot. I don't know exactly how much gold I've lost so far, but I know when I was making my wizard, I was at around 2.5 million gold, and I spent quite a bit of gold on his gear. But now I'm down to, let's see, 1.2 million. So I mean, and it usually ends up evening out with what I find on the ground, the blue items that I can sell to the vendors. Is that an upgrade? Nope. Blue items that I can sell to the vendors and everything. It usually ends up evening out, but that means that I'm not making any gold. And since I'm not making any gold, what I'm gonna have to do now, what I'm gonna have to start doing, is I'm gonna have to start gold farming. And I hate gold farming. It's so tedious and boring, and it's annoying. I just don't like doing it. I would much rather just go around and kill stuff. And if I die a lot, oh well, I die a lot. And I mean, the reason that they did it, or so I read, the reason that behind increasing the repair costs was so players would stop zerging. And from what I gather, basically what that means is players play kind of like me, but they do it intentionally. And what I mean by that is they'll take their low-level characters and they'll go against high-level mobs and just die repeatedly on purpose, and basically just bum rushing the enemy as many times as it takes to kill him. And they do that so that they can be in an area that they really shouldn't be in, it's beyond their level or whatever, just so they can gain a lot of experience. That's the idea behind it, anyways, from what I gather. And oh, there we go, dying. I guess I should pay attention, huh? That's the idea behind it. That's what they want to combat, because they want players to progress at the level that they should be, at the speed that they should be. And I agree with that, and I disagree with that. I agree with it because, that you shouldn't be taking a level 1 character all the way, to the top tier of play just to try to level them real fast or whatever. Or, I mean, if there's a area that's beyond your skill level or beyond your gear level or whatever else, then yeah, you should probably take a step back or whatever. But I disagree with it because I don't like doing that myself, I don't. If there were more quests to go on or more side events or a larger world to venture around in, then I would have no problem with that, really. But I don't like repeating a whole lot of stuff. I don't mind repeating a few things. But I really just, and there are some quests that I really just don't like in this game, like the Zoltan Cool quest. I do not like that quest. It's boring to me, it's tedious, I don't like it. But like, Act 1, I like Act 1. And Act 3, I like Act 3. I'll sit here and play them over and over and over and until I can get where I need to be to progress further. Which is what I'm doing here. I mean, I'm playing Act 3 over and over to try to level up my Demon Hunter so I can get some gear so that I can move on to Act 4. I mean, that's the idea behind it. But that's what they're trying to avoid, and so I understand why they did it, but I think they went a little bit overboard. Because like on my wizard, for instance, when I gotta spend 30,000 gold to get my items repaired, I mean, that's a little much. I understand that how it used to be when it was somewhere around, oh, you're only spending 5,000 gold to repair your top tier items. That's kind of a joke. Like, that's nothing. That's pocket change. Whatever. And it may not be pocket change to somebody that's just starting out, but when you're that high level, it is. I mean, that's like when you're first starting out, that would be like paying 20 gold or something like that to get your items repaired. That's just, I mean, why even have a repair system? That's what it is. But at this point, the point they've raised it to, I think they went a little overboard with it. And I understand the concept behind it. I get what they were trying to do. I just think they went a little bit overboard with it. So, I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Or if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you like what Blizzard did, if you don't. I mean, there are lots of reasons behind what they did, and this was, I mean, really it's all an experiment to try to meet a happy medium. The game hasn't really been out that long, and, they really are just trying to, I guess, trying to get a feel for where it should be around, what it should be at, and I think they're starting to get it down pretty good, and they're starting to even a lot of things out, and the market's calmed down with the release of the Real Money Auction House and all that stuff. So I think that we're at least seeing progress is the good thing. It's at least headed in the right direction. Instead of a lot of people think that it's completely just they've just killed it and it's just done and completely over and this game is terrible now or whatever it is that people are throwing all over the forums nowadays. And I don't think that's the case. I think that what's more important than what they actually did is the idea behind what they did, and that's the important thing. And it's a good thing because they want to stop players basically cheating. I mean, it's not cheating, but it kind of is. I mean, it's a sleazy way to play and to get beyond where you are and to try to farm things that you shouldn't be able to farm, so that you can try to get those items. And then they also tried to alleviate that with, making it possible to farm, top tier items in Act 1 Inferno. They made it, so it's actually a possible thing to do now, which is cool. So maybe, that helps. And also creating the higher repair costs, that'll help with that. I'm not sure how that'll all play out. I really do think that they need to reduce it even just a little bit. Even if they went halfway in between what it was and what it is now, that's, I think, the happy medium. That's where I'd be okay with. If all my gear broke and I was level 60 with all like level 63 items, and I had to pay around 15 to 20,000 gold to get them all repaired, I think I'd be okay with that. Because I mean, you gotta die a good amount of times for all your gear to completely break. I think it's somewhere around 10 times. It's 10% per death, so 10 times you die, and that's what you gotta pay. And that's a lot of deaths. I mean, so you gotta be doing something wrong. And in that time you can't make 20,000 gold, then you're definitely doing something wrong. So I mean, you know, that's just my take on that. And let me know what you think. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And hope you guys are liking these videos. Also, when I get this Demon Hunter level 60, I will be putting out a couple build videos. And that should be sometime around tomorrow. So I guess that'll give us all something to look forward to. So thanks for watching, and see y'all around.